Prince Harry said his future wife Meghan Markle, brother William and sister-in-law Kate were stuck together for the rest of their lives today as the Fab Four made their first appearance together at an official event. Harry made the quip after being asked if they ever had disagreements or struggled to work together as a family at the first Royal Foundation Forum in London to update the public on their charitable projects. The Prince said, "I am personally incredibly proud and excited that my soon-to-be wife, who is equally passionate about seeing positive change in the world, will soon be joining us with this work." And Meghan Markle voiced her support for the Me Too and Time's Up campaigns as she made her official debut alongside fiancé Prince Harry and future-in-laws the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge today in their first public engagement as a foursome. The former actress, 36, appeared at the inaugural Royal Foundation Forum, an event highlighting the progress of the young royals' charitable projects. Speaking at the event, she said she wanted to hit the ground running after her wedding and support women's rights. She said, "I hear a lot of people speaking about girls' empowerment and women's empowerment. You will hear people saying they are helping women find their voices. I fundamentally disagree with it because women don't need to find their voices. They need to be empowered to use it, and people need to be urged to listen. Right now, with so many campaigns like Me Too and Time's Up, there's no better time to continue to shine the light on women feeling empowered and people supporting them." It is the first time the foursome have been pictured together since they attended a Christmas Day church service in Norfolk with the majority of the royal family. William officially welcomed Meghan to the family, adding how delighted he was for her to join them at the event, which was greeted with a warm round of applause from Kate. The Duke said they took inspiration from their parents, the Prince and Princess of Wales, who were an example of diligence, compassion and duty, and their grandparents, the Queen and Duke of Edinburgh, who had made support for charity central to their decades of service to the nation and the Commonwealth. Meghan will become a patron of the charity alongside Harry, William and Kate following the wedding in May, but is already involved and is expected to answer questions on various projects at the London Forum. Asked for her thoughts on the Royal Foundation, Meghan said, "To see the model of the foundation is really interesting because, while I've worked with larger NGOs, I've also worked with really small grassroots organizations where you can see a higher level of impact, in my opinion, because there's a lot less red tape. What you are seeing here and what I noticed with Heads Together from a global perspective, because I wasn't here obviously when it was happening, was the power of convening all of these small organizations who have the same issue but need that extra push and support under this umbrella. You are able to achieve that, and the impact they all made with Heads Together was tremendous. So I'm very excited to be able to work on initiatives similarly and have that same sort of impact globally." Ms. Markle said she had just been here for 3 months but added, "With that said, for me it's very important to want to hit the ground running, even if it's doing it quietly behind the scenes, which is what I've focused my energy on thus far, is meeting with the right people, meeting with the organizations behind the scenes quietly, learning as much as I can so I can maximize the opportunity we have here to really make an impact." The two couples arrived together for their first official event as a foursome and took their seats in front of an invited audience for the inaugural forum of their Royal Foundation. Kate, who is expecting her third child in April, wore a Serafini dress while Ms. Markle was dressed in a Jason Wu outfit. The Duchess said she had learned so much from her work in parenting and early intervention in mental health. She said, "You can't help but reflect on your own life, and it's definitely had an impact on how I look at how I mother, how we work as a family, and how we hope to bring up our children." William opened the event by outlining the philosophy behind the foundation, saying, "We would not seek quick wins, but would strive to make a real and lasting difference." William told the invited guests, who included foundation supporters, program partners and beneficiaries, the task for us would not be to reinvent the wheel. Instead, our job was to follow the example of those who had come before us, hold on to the values that have always guided our family, but seek to engage in public life in a way that was updated and meant for our generation. We were aware that the modern charity sector was very different to the one that previous generations had worked alongside. The generosity of the British people, and the entrepreneurial and creative passion that is at the heart of our communities had seen the number of charities grow from a few thousand in the 1950s to around 180,000 today. Under the theme Making a Difference Together, the event at the Aviva offices in central London will showcase programs run or initiated by the Royal Foundation such as mental health campaign Heads Together, the Invictus Games for Injured Servicemen and Women, and conservation scheme United for Wildlife, launched in 2011. The foundation was set up by William and Harry as the main vehicle to pursue their charitable and philanthropic interests. It is understood Harry and Meghan are keen to focus on issues around youth violence in the UK following a visit to Brixton radio station Represent, set up in 2008 following a spike in knife crime. They have also met mentors from the Full Effect Project in Nottingham who work with young people to prevent them joining gangs. Royal Foundation Chief Executive Lorraine Hegassi told Sky News the presence of all four at the event was significant. She said, "What's important to all three of their Royal Highnesses at the moment and Ms. Meghan Markle is that this generation of the royal family is seen to work together collectively to make a difference and make a significant impact on the issues that matter both to them as individuals and matter to them collectively and to society." I think for Ms. Markle she just naturally had synergy and understood that idea. It resonated with her and we're now researching, very early stages, areas of interest and themes that might develop for her in the future. The forum will be hosted by BBC presenter and Radio 1 newsreader Tina Dadley and the audience made up of invited guests, supporters of the Royal Foundation, program partners and beneficiaries. Meghan is not expected to have any trouble answering questions given her experience making media appearances as an actress for several years, including panels for her US television show Suits. Unlike many older members of the royal family, who lend their name to good causes by agreeing to become a patron of a specific organization or charity, William and Harry have decided to largely focus their efforts on causes they have a direct involvement with through their own charitable foundation. After she and Harry, 33, marry, Miss Markle will become the fourth patron of the foundation, which will then be known in the Royal Foundation of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, and whatever dukedom the Queen bestows on Harry and his bride. Today's audience will be made up of invited guests, supporters of the Royal Foundation, organizations it is partnered with, beneficiaries, and, of course, the worldwide media. Miss Dadley, 36, who found fame presenting the news and sport for Nick Grimshaw's Radio 1 breakfast show, is seen as one of the up-and-coming stars of BBC journalism, having recently branched out into primetime television such as Panorama and Crime Watch, although, fortunately for Meghan, she has said that, "I'm never going to be a paxman and nor do I want to be." The ferociously hard-working daughter of first-generation Asian parents, she has worked her way up the ranks of the BBC but is also friendly with celebrities such as Kate Moss. Indeed, she is seen as having the ear of young people and knows how to talk to them, something that will have appealed greatly to William, Kate and Harry. Feisty and opinionated, she has frequently spoken out of how young people don't feel that current politicians are representing their views. Other programs represented at today's event are the nationwide sporting apprenticeship scheme Coach Corps, the veteran support organization The Endeavour Fund, and the New Heads Together Mentally Healthy Schools initiative. Harry and his fiancée are due to walk down the aisle together at Windsor Castle on May 19, after which they will enjoy an open-top carriage ride through the streets of the town to allow as many members of the public as possible to see them. Invitations for the wedding are due to go out next week. William is expected to be Harry's best man at his Windsor wedding and royal watchers will be keen to see the interaction between Kate and Meghan at their first appearance on official duties together. The Duke and Prince's mother Diana, Princess of Wales, forged a strong bond with her sister-in-law Sarah, Duchess of York, in the early years, but the pair fell out later on. William and Kate expressed their delight at the news of Harry's engagement last year. "We are very excited for Harry and Meghan. It has been wonderful getting to know Meghan and to see how happy she and Harry are together," they said. Meghan Markle pulled out all the sartorial stops this morning as she finally swapped her trusty trousers for a dress for her first official engagement alongside the Duchess of Cambridge. Meghan, 36, chose a sleeveless navy dress for the first annual Royal Foundation Forum on Wednesday, which she wore with strappy sandals and bare legs, despite the fact snow was falling outside. Ms. Markle has previously played it safe when it comes to royal dressing, typically plumping for dark cover-ups, baggy knitwear and wide-legged trousers, but today marked a dramatic departure from the former actress's androgynous style as she showcased a decidedly more feminine look. Her outfit today was a variation of £1,415 belted satin-wrap dress by Canadian designer Jason Wu, a favorite of Michelle Obama, featuring a belted waist and a daring thigh split. and has also been worn by model Coco Roca. Meanwhile Kate, who is almost 8 months pregnant, played it safe as she dressed her bump in a 99-pound cornflower blue dress from maternity label Serafini, which she previously wore in January. The Duchess, also 36, accessorized with her trusty 4,100-pound Cartier Ballon blue watch. Celebrity stylist and designer Lucas Armitage told Female, "Here both Meghan and Kate show unity by color coordinating in blue. Both look classic and amazingly dressed for the occasion, and it's the first time they have looked like future sister-in-laws." Meghan seems to be taking a leaf out of Kate's more feminine classic style. The navy hue works perfectly here in relaxed silk tailoring. Kate once again serves a lesson in pregnancy style in a form-fitting powder blue dress. Both Kate and Meghan disprove the fashion theory blue and black cannot be worn together, complementing their respective looks with black courts. The soon-to-be sisters-in-law, who have only been photographed together once previously, joined William and Harry at the Aviva offices in London. The so-called Fab Four have only been photographed together once, while attending a church service in Sandringham with the Queen over the Christmas holidays.